Can love magic make your lover physically abusive? I've heard this question many times, because there's a lot of spiritualists who don't have the experience to talk about such things, and when they do it for customers, they usually have this backlash. Let me explain something. If the work is not done right, it creates frustration. Now, the work can be done right, but you put it on someone whose nature is that of a violent person. Now, when you put a person in a position where they cannot leave, they're going to begin to get frustrated. So if the person is already physically abusive, it's going to bring out those characteristics. So it's not the work, it's what's already in the individual. So you have to be careful on, okay, when deciding who you're going to do work on, and especially if you're in a position where they're around you all the time. Now, the thing is, you got to look at it like this. If you have the person around you and they want to leave and they want to go out, but they can't, and especially if they're in that position where they're that individual that has a history of physical abuse, you're just going to bring that out of them. Now, let's just say you met the person and it wasn't physically abusive to you. Now you do the work, this person feels like, I can't go out and play. And if there was playing, meaning, you do the work and they're an unfaithful person and they feel like they want to go out and play. But now, because of the work, they can't go out to play. It's almost like, man, they get frustrated. Now chicks around them are leaving and now they're stuck with you. Now they flip on you. Now they start to take their frustration out on you. Now let's go to a situation where if the person is not physically abusive, and they just out of nowhere they basically get frustrated and they hit you. Now I would say this: that could be the fact that the work hasn't been done right. You do the work and all of a sudden, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, not either it's you or you paid someone to do it. The person didn't do the work right. Now it brings out the negative of the person, where the person becomes extra violent, the person becomes frustrated, the person becomes angry, and now they take their frustration out on you. So those are the scenarios where I say how, that at times get people confused, where they think it's the work that actually do it, but in reality, it's not the work that actually does it. It's already in the person, and if it's not done right, it's not work. It's a hex or a spell, a hex or a curse. You know what I'm saying? Work, when you're doing good work, it's supposed to work to your advantage. It's not supposed to give a negative backlash that falls on you. Of course, when the person's unfaithful, they're going to get chastised depending on how you do it. Negative should never come to you. It should always happen to the person you're working on.